Okay. Okay. So last time we got to a stage where, in our project, where we got images loading, and in particular, we could sort of resize them and place them where we wanted to. It took a while to exactly figure out all of the texture stuff, but we did that. Up until this point, however, I've been using some raylib bindings instead of just the pure raylib. I did this since the first way I actually figured out how to get raylib working before, was with some bindings. And so, but I discovered that someone had posted on raylib 3 months ago a build file that will just enable you to use raylib directly, which is what I want to do. Since I'm still relatively new to Zig, I'm not yet comfortable enough to write these kind of things from scratch myself. So yeah, shout out to Chandler from Friend for posting this. Yeah, so the first thing we'll do today is just remove all of the current bindings this project's using. Just use this instead. This will require adjusting a bunch of lines in here, like all of these colors will need to be changed, some of the functions as well. But then after that, we'll start getting text drawing on these buttons themselves. Instead of using this default raylib font, we'll try and use a different font, and we'll need to center the text. So yeah, okay. But first of all, let's download the proper raylib and get rid of our dependencies currently. Okay. Yeah, so currently I'm using this like raylib zig stuff. Let's just go ahead and delete this immediately. And then I could do some like git pull submaster thing, but honestly, I feel like it's easier if we just download the zip to our place, download it here, and then let's extract it. But of course, let's not extract it with the Windows unzipper, since that would take minutes. Instead, we would just take seconds by downloading it here instead. Okay, get rid of this. Okay. This is the one we want. Okay, and then here's all of the stuff. There's going to be some weird... Okay, we'll see. I was expecting to see some like git ignore and other stuff in this project, but not yet maybe. Anyway. Let's go back to this example in GitHub and replace our build file with this. So yeah, let's get rid of all of this, replace this here instead. We'll need to make some adjustments. In particular, instead of building it from source main zig, we just want it to be main. And otherwise, I think this should be good. Not just yet. We need to also change the import in our main file. So, okay, let's go over here. So currently, how are we doing this import? Let's get rid of this one, and we instead just want to use this one. But instead of IL, we'll just do, instead of R, we'll do RL for raylib. Okay, so we're going to get lots of compilation error fun, but again, it's instead of relying on potentially outdated version of raylib, and then on top of that a potentially outdated bindings that we not have control of, we're removing this intermediate dependency and just working with raylib. So it's going to be better in the long term for maintainability. Where's Zigboard on? Okay. What is this first error? Okay, this is good. It's saying it doesn't understand init window because for whatever reason, whoever made these bindings instead decided to make the first letter of these non-capital, even though if we go to like, you can see that the first letter of all of the actual raylib functions is capitalized. Okay, so let's go ahead and start just modifying everything in here. Okay. So the colors are going to error later, but I'm pretty sure for each of these it's just red. This will just be yellow. This will just be white. You can practice the Emacs. Okay. Let's just make sure this is actually the case. So yeah, we're looking in the libraries inside of raylib. Since it's raylib, is this going to be C? And I see yellow being called here. So yeah, we can see here in this line that's how the colors are defined. Okay, so it should be fine. What about down here? Looks fine. Yeah, init window, replace. Close window, replace that. Set target. For this one here, we'll need to replace that. Okay, so let's see. So we're doing is mouse button down, and then for the actual mouse button itself, if it's mouse button left, I think it's going to be capitalized as well, right? Mouse button. Yeah, okay. It's just 0. Okay. Mouse button left. Begin drawing. And drawing. This one would just be black. Clear. Draw text. It's just white. This like vector2 init is probably going to, yeah, this will cause some error. Okay, but let's see how we've gone so far. If there's anything else we've missed. Doesn't know the color black. Okay. Oh, we missed window should close. Okay, the vector2 issue did appear as expected. So yeah, so how are we going to deal with this one? Just check it out here again. How are the vector2s defined in raylib? Not in shapes. Line 209. Raylib source raylib.h 209. Yeah, so this is just like X and Y business. So given that these arguments are somewhat busy anyway, I think it's fine just to say, just to split them up and say X here is going to equal this one, and then Y is going to equal that. And just do it that way. Is that it? Are we? No, not done yet. Still getting an error here. Why? Whoa, this is confusing. Why does it want, do I need to say like .x and $y? Okay, that's good. That error's gone away now. It's now just, we missed out draw a rectangle. Are we done now? Oh, hurrah, okay. Good. So now the previous raylib bindings are gone. So now we can just resume development in a sensible way. But yeah, we're going to have to add in a lot of stuff. Yeah, we'll just... This is... I wonder if I should just get rid of all of the examples from here. We can at least get rid of the Git related stuff. So let's see. So we want to do... What do we want to get rid of? So I think all of this stuff can go. And there's also a git ignore here, which can go. Okay. Like we're adding heaps of like pictures and CMake files and stuff we don't need, but it's, again, it's just temporary stuff. Towards the end of the project, we can figure out what stuff to get rid of. I just want to continue developing this app. Yeah, so we can say disposed of initial raylib bindings via, yeah, whatever, who cares. Used, now using kind of bare raylib. Wow, Git takes a while to think about that. Okay. Let's just push that. Okay. So now back to the actual stuff. So yeah, we're now not using any of these pre-existing libraries. So we should just say that yeah, we directly included a copy of yeah, just copy of raylib into our project. We should find out what copy of this it was. So this was just, where is it? That one. Oh, the rest is fine. Okay. Okay, yeah, so back to actually making this now. So we want to do the text related stuff. So from memory, the way raylib draws text is from the top left, again like it does images. So we need to actually calculate what the center of any given text is and then center it in the bottom that way. Okay, let's just check out what the functions are to do this. I think it's called, like, is it draw text? Module rtext. Okay, this looks like all the stuff we want. So last time when we did just the standard draw texture, it wasn't what we wanted. We wanted this like extra version. So we'll do the same here. So what we're doing? We did choice of font, actual text, the top left position, presumably, font size, spacing, and color. Yep. Okay. We're gonna have to load some fonts in. We'll just continue to use the default to begin with, but then we'll change that. Okay. So how's this current text being drawn? We're just doing rl.drawText. No, let's replace this. So we want instead, let's import the default font. It's a good place to import it. I suppose. So we can do default font is equal to raylib.getFont default, and then we want to use this draw font ex command. So draw text ex, and then here we can just say we'll just draw this in the center of the window. Oh, hang on. Since Zig's strings are sensible, unlike the null terminated C ones, we'll probably have to do some conversion. Let's put this in here. Convert C strings to crappy null terminated C strings. And then, so we have center text. So we need this font first. Center text. The position. So I think we could just do image center. And then float, which is the font size, and then spacing. So maybe let's just try like 50 and 50. And then color. Okay. Okay, let's see how this goes. Oh, it wants the crappy, yeah, it wants the crappy raylib vector. Okay, and then that's, oh, there's another one too. No, that's it. Okay. in the similar way that we defined our own function to draw images, I think it will make sense to draw our own functions to draw text as well. Like having these two arguments for like the size and the space, I feel like these should be related. And yeah, and likewise, since we're gonna have to do the C conversion with the text, if we need to also do the conversion with the vector, it just makes sense to have them both in one place. Okay. So say like it would just be draw draw text, and then yeah, I don't like having the font as the first argument. I think it really should be the string itself. So let's see. In Zig, strings are, I think, an arrays of constant U8, and then font, which is should be raylib.font, right? Actually, that's having the font second is not as important. I think it really should just be the text you want, the position of it. Actually, okay. Instead of writing vector2 f32 everywhere, we will adjust this very soon. So yeah, the string we want, where we want it, in the font we want. Again, the font doesn't feel as important as the size. I feel like the font should be the last argument. And by the size, we really mean the height. And then we can have the color. And then, yeah, that should be it. Okay. So this is what we kind of want to do, but first of all, we need to write the actual position. So we can say the raylib position is equal to vector2, or rather, it's just equal to the vector2 given by the x is the first argument of pos, the y is the second argument of pos, and then we'll need to do this C string conversion, right? How do we do that? There were some like examples in the Ziegling's exercises of how to do this. Okay, but say we do that, we're then just calling it with the font here. So we can say the raylib string is equal to let's call it blah for the moment. Position, then the height. I think for the spacing we might be able to just make this the height as well, and then the color. Okay. Okay, and then we'll do just call this draw text. So now let's say testing in the image center, make it 50, and make it yellow, and then just make it more interesting, and then okay, and then the font, which is default font, Okay. Let's just like get rid of all of these vector2 F32 declarations and just, I'm sick of writing this. Make it a bit easier. So we can say vec2 is just equal to the vector type of this. So let's copy everything. Let's replace everything every time we see vector F32. Replace it with vec2. What? Oh, I see. I see. Was a bit silly. Not vector2 to this one. So don't replace that. Yep. Yep. Okay. 149. What's not liking? Oh yeah. Like in Odin, I'm so used to not specifying the return type. There's no need to say void in Odin. Unused function parameter string. Yeah, okay, we will have to do this conversion. Okay, so let's go to the Ziegling's exercises, and it should be in one of these, I think. So yeah, these are like the usual strings. Like in the 80s, this is where like the actual C string stuff appears, right? Okay, let's just go back to documentation. This way is taking too long. So we can say in the version 11 documentation, we want to say C strings. Test integers, slices. So I think like the null byte which ends C strings is one of these sentinels in Zig from memory. I guess we could actually check that out. Yeah, not that one. Is it this one? Yeah, this is like the truth about the Zig literal. Spoiler alert. Oh, okay. Zig strings are actually apparently compatible already and can be conversed to other ones. Okay. I'm not expecting. I really thought we would need to do something. Check it out. And I feel like we will. Yeah, this is exactly what I expected. It was expecting this thing, and it found it instead of this. So the question is, how do we cast our or convert our string into one of these? Let's just use the internet. How can I pass the C string literal to C? Converting an array of strings. By reading this forum, I found I can simply do this for conversion. Constant C string is really. Yeah, I think we will need to just assign use a temporary allocator to remake a C, copy the C string, but with a 0 on the end. And then at the end of the frame, we'll just clear the temporary allocator, the temporary linear allocator. Okay, but yeah, this wasn't just the code, the simple code example that does this that I wanted. I can break out the LLM. How do I convert to a C string? I'll see if Reddit is helpful at all. Okay. Both of this is coming from Stack Overflow, so somewhat trustworthy of it. To pass a C string to a C functor. But like, how is this going to append a null byte to the end of the string? Like, I would be surprised. I don't understand how this would work. Like maybe the compiler is going to do something for this, but we can try this. So apparently, if I just say, yeah, it's this dot pointer, like, really? Okay, hey, it's working. I might just add in like, let's figure out why the dot pointer, why the zig string dot pointer works. Okay, but hey, this is already good. Okay, we're gonna have to figure out this spacing issue. So how are we gonna do that? Let's look up this drawing function, draw text x. Where is this found? Draw text x in, where is this defined? (1113) in our text. Raylib source our text. Okay, so let's make this big. Yeah, what does it need with this spacing? Like, what's this spacing doing? Like, what should the value of the spacing be? Maybe the simple raw text function, the simple draw text function is itself like calling something. Itself calls draw. Yeah, simple draw text is calling this more complicated version as expected. Okay, and then here it is actually calling a spacing, but define where? Oh, here it is. Okay, so the spacing is just the font size divided by the default font size. Why does this make sense? I mean, okay, sure. So I guess we just divide it by 10, which, unless there's a way to get the default size of the font, which we can check. Not seeing it. Okay. Okay, for the moment we'll just divide this by 10. Divide the height by 10. So the spacing is just like the height divided by 10. And then spin this up again. And yeah, that looks about right. Okay, but now we're gonna have to measure the again, like the center of the image is the top left of this T, and so in our drawing function we'll want to compute where the actual center of this text is, and then draw it there. So we'll have to figure out the position. The center of the text. Okay, and then I think we need to use like a font size. Here it is, measure string width for default font. No, but yeah, we want to do it for general one. It's returning raylibs vector to measure text ex. Okay. So we want to do by measuring the text itself. So we want to do the text vector is equal to text vec is fine. So we're going to do raylib dot measure text ex with the font that we want, the string, the font size, which is just the height here, and then the spacing. And I guess that's it. Okay. And then we want to let's just see what this is printing at the moment. And then we want to print this. See, I'm curious what this will produce. Like how big will these numbers be? So we were getting there's 0.5 and like 0.0. Okay, no. Just 50 and like 200. Okay, so then okay, so yeah, so we need to tell raylib to draw it from the top left corner. So we need to take our the top left position is going to be the center position minus half of the width of this text, and then the height is going to be half of the height of this. Okay, so if everything goes to plan, the testing ... should be actually centered within the image now. Why is it not like it? This is one thing that's really nice among many of Odin. You can use .x, .y, .z, you know, .r, .g, .b, 0, 1, 2, anything, it just works. Great, okay. So that's working. So now we want to call this on different strings for the buttons. So again, just for temporary stuff, before we start loading in custom fonts and choosing a custom font, let's just draw something for all of the buttons. So so we can say draw button colors, and then draw button text. So we can say for the I should zoom this up again. For the positions in these buttons, we want to draw we want to do this, but we want to let's create an array of different text. So we can say button text, and this is going to be the const u8. We want 4 of these. Let's just call it. This text is lame. We should come up with something more interesting. Using our butterfly book, we can do hackberry will eventually be in the app. Hackberry, little copper. There's literally a butterfly that's just called Queen. So there you go. And little yellow. Okay. And then when we're drawing this, we just want to draw the appropriate text. Okay. Not happy. Why? Expected semicolon after declaration. But I added a semicolon on here. Why is this unhappy? Let's say array of strings. Okay, actually, yeah. What's an example of an array of strings in Z? I just want the answer immediately. Break out the LLM. So okay, so this is saying yeah, this const U8, which is what we did, and then I don't. It would be nice if the compiler error message was no equal sign instead of something wrong with the semicolon. But maybe I need to file a bug report for this. Yeah, we definitely need to use the position that we're iterating over. Okay, hurrah. So this is good. I think for the first time since I started this project, this actually looks like similar to what we kind of want in the final project. Click these buttons, it's recognized. Okay, but the raylib default font is not acceptable. So let's replace this immediately. Okay, so we're gonna need to load some fonts in. I think if I go to like Windows fonts, this is where they're like, come on Windows. Let's just find out where the fonts are located on Windows. I can't deal with Windows search. Like this was like it's unbelievable. Unbelievable. Let's just choose something that's again not raylib. Any suggestions? Any suggestions from viewers which we should do? Any jumping out at anyone? Anyone have any favorites? Okay. Why don't we go with HoloLens MDL2 assets regular? Yeah. Comic Sans is a meme. We're going to avoid that. I just want something short term before we select fonts at the very end or near the end, but which is not super irritating for the next couple of hours. This one looks alright. Okay. So it's just called Georgia, right? What does open do? Wait, what's the path of this? Okay, why can't I see the path of this? Okay. So it's just Georgia.tff. Okay. Okay. So let's import the font then. What fonts? So we want C Georgia.ttf, and then what was this? Just T. Okay. So this is the one we want. Georgia font. And how do we import this? Load font pointer file name. Okay. We want to load that. We'll make, again, like this is just temporary. When we kind of ship this project, a font will be bundled with it. And now we want to replace this with the Georgia font. Okay. Where's the zig build run? Okay, apparently I'm doing something wrong with file. I think this is like this is the Windows versus Linux direction of delimiters issue. Yeah, okay. Oh, this font does not look great. Why does it look so pixelated? Yeah, this is a bit unexpected. What are we gonna have to do to make this the proper resolution? Yeah, like what's going on? Why is this so pixelated? And why my eyes are browsing here? It's really weird to do anymore. Yeah. Okay, so I expect if I made this, say, even larger, the pixelation is just going to get worse. I want to test this. Yeah, what is going on? Let's just consult the internet as for how to deal with this rated. Before we do, let me just again check to see if there's anything here. Um, hmm, yeah, this is unexpected. Let me say raylib fonts look blur, look, yeah, pixelated, help. Oh, when we actually do the load font, that's where we need to specify. What is it with these raylib functions when there is like the crappy version that does bad defaults, and then the actual more general version that the crappy version calls anyway that everyone wants? Like, come on, I don't understand this part of the raylib design. Okay. Um. Just, okay. So additionally, we want to just call in this something to make really large fonts. Let's just make it 200. And then yeah, it should be fine. Code point, and what's okay? What are these code points in code point count? Nice to see that the documentation is just ends there. Load font ex. Where is it? Okay, yeah. Load font from TFF font file with generation parameters. Yeah, so then this code points, what's this doing? Load font from memory. That's still not. Okay. So we just need to look up this function instead. Data size, font size, code points, code point count. Okay, let's see what the crappy version is doing, because this is calling the EX version. Okay, all of these pre-processor macros. Thank goodness we're using Z. You don't have to deal with them. And where is it? Oh, here it is, here it is. Okay, so it's saying... Okay, so it's calling the first one null, and then what's this font TFF default num cards? Like, what even is this? Okay, so I guess we kind of need to choose what the cast that we actually want. Okay, we're not going to be doing anything complicated in terms of formatting, so 95 should be fine. Like, well, yeah. Like we don't even need the numerals, but it's worth having them, I think, just in case. Okay, so we'll just call this instead then. And then in terms of this, yeah, default. Oh, hang on. One of them was void, right? It was that size, nothing, and oh no, I have to. Do we have to deal with null pointer stuff? Okay, we'll see if this compiles. Raylib dot this. What does it mean? This has no member named this. Okay, let's just replace it with 95 then, since it's literally just a number. Well, wait, was it just a number? It thought it was a pointer or something. No, it's just accepting 2 ints. Okay. So yeah, if we just pass in 0 and then 90, what's it, 96, 95. Hopefully this works. Much better. None of this crappy pixelation. Okay. Great. Okay, this is already good. So, and by good I mean this is good progress. How long? So we've been streaming for an hour, and we've now done what I wanted to do on this stream. There's no crappy bindings. It's just standard raylib now, and we've now got text rendering. That's not the default raylib stuff. I kind of want to do a bit more though. What should we do next? I guess the next part, from this point on, we don't really need any more raylib functions, which is good. Like from now on, it's truly just kind of figure out the quiz logic and the game logic. So we're gonna have to do some thinking about the data layout of this. So I'm thinking the quiz will work as follows. There will just be a file containing names of butterflies and the associated images to them. We've already kind of got this already, well, a version of this already, this like image information. And then this quiz will just randomly choose an image, randomly select 3 other names of the animal, and then it would just be choose the correct animal that corresponds with the picture. And then, you know, when if an incorrect choice is made, the box will get a bit darker, it will fade in some way, we'll figure out some effect, and then when it's correct, it just does it again, it just does the process again. And then we'll add in some edge cases so that, you know, if you get it right, you truly do get a different image instead of the small chance, but if played enough times you'll get a chance that the same image loads again. And then that would basically be it. So the question now then is, how do we kind of implement this logic? We can at least get a start on it by just selecting a second image of a butterfly. And then once we get this process working for 2, the rest will be somewhat busy work at the end, where we actually go through the entire book and find Creative Commons pictures of all of these and kind of do the app that way. So yeah, let's add in another butterfly. Okay, so yeah, and why don't we do the Western Tiger Swallowtail? So we'll go on the internet now and find a copy of this. Western Tiger Yellowtail. Papillorutilus. This already looks like a good image. Oh, hey, there are some better ones. Okay, let's go to the comments. Oh, come on, like the really good one from before isn't in this gallery. Okay, this gallery needs to be updated, I think. Yeah, why is this not in this gallery? This is really weird. Is it like a category? It's okay. Okay. I don't know what this one is. Here's the actual list. So yeah, let's choose a decent. Yeah, these ones are really pretty. Let's choose a decent one. Yeah, I think this probably is the nicest one out of everything here. Maybe this one's. It's not as not as large as that one. And like actually in the app itself, we might just choose a variety. But okay. I'm focusing on 2 small details now. This is great. We'll use this one. So so yeah. So let's see. So we want to do. What's this one? This is here. And okay, let's be consistent with our delimiters. Who created this one? Nandaro. Nandaro. Looks like Nandaro is the name that wants to be used. And then what's this? It's easy if you just click this. CCBYSA 3.0, and then okay. And again, like when we ship this, we'll do all of this properly, but we'll just record it here for the moment. And then yeah, a decently high resolution version of it, but it doesn't need to be like the full 4K one. Okay, then we're gonna have to convert this because raylib can't handle JPEGs, as we discovered a while ago. But that's okay. We can simply do magic k 1.jpg, 1.png. And let's get rid of the JPEG version, and then let's just check that it's working. Oh, come on. check that it's working. We'll just do this. Zig build run. Go back to this one here. Great. Okay. So now I've got 2 images, and okay. So now we do need to. Okay. Let's save what we've done so far. We've already done a lot. I don't want to be saving these zig out files though, since we're just going to regenerate them. So let's add this to the zig ignore. So we're ignoring zig out. So yeah, let's restore everything, and then add it all again. Dude, come on! Did I not save this? Did I not say don't save stuff with this? Wait, what's happening? I don't. This is really annoying. Okay, we'll just add stuff manually then. Name.zig. Okay. So now we can say got font rendering working, added another image. And okay, what on earth is happening with this stuff? Whatever, let's just say ignore anything of the form exe, ignore anything of this form. More water needed. Hey, yeah, hey, two-step, yeah, this repo is public. I might have to change the temperature because of my lungs don't like it. But yeah, if you go to my GitHub page, I might actually have to end this stream early if the coughing doesn't stop. And you just go to kind of butterfly quiz. Yeah, you can just find it. You can find everything here. I'm gonna open a window. This house is gonna be the death of me, I swear. Yeah, you know, all of the code that all of the code that's here is just everything I do on my channel is completely public. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, back to where we left off. Yeah, what is happening? What is happening with this git ignore? Why? What's going on? Why is this thing and not like I guess it's saying modified actually, so it's I still don't do these like I'm so confused. What is happening? This is so ridiculous. Do I need to add in like ignore anything of this form? Like Yeah, I don't. Is this stuff I was accidentally pushing to GitHub? Like I don't see it on here. Oh wait, I do. It is in here. Damn it. Okay. Let's just delete this stuff. Uh, how do I kind of stop following this to begin with? Maybe if I delete everything in zig out, let's do it the dumb way. Delete. And then push that these stuff got deleted. You know, it's just like Lakeith Stanfield, you know, get out, get out. Okay. Total random reference to Oscars 2018 or whatever. Okay. Now this is clear. And so now if we do a zig build and then do the zig run, I mean git status. Okay, now it's working again. Thank goodness. Okay. Now we have a clear. Okay, there is some stuff we need to continue deleting. I don't think we need this, you know, build.zig.zon anymore. Maybe we do. Or maybe not. No, yeah, this hasn't. Yeah, I think we can get rid of this. Build.zig.zon. Yeah, okay. Looks like we're fine. Okay, more cleanup. Okay. Okay. Now our repo is truly as clean as we want it. It's just our single file app, the build, the information about the images themselves. Okay. Like while we're actually doing cleanup, I think it would be good to just create a separate file to have our images in. So then let's now move everything with the PNG into, actually, instead of like lowercase images, let's just make it uppercase. Not really images, these are photos. Let's make these descriptive. And then we want to move I'm gonna get some water, y'all. Okay. Okay, yeah, so now we're moving all of those just to the photos. Okay. Okay. This is enough enough bookkeeping for the moment. Let's get back to actually building this. So since we moved the photos, we're gonna have to remember where we moved them. Photos /. Okay, and then let's see. What do we want to do in the last like half an hour or so, or 20 minutes? I want to just like tidy up the look of this a bit now. So maybe instead of a black background, we make it a like dark gray. We can then add a border around these boxes, change the, we'll make it a bit more pretty. And then after that, next time we'll figure out how to do the logic and everything. Okay, so yeah, so let's do some color picking. So raylib comes with some default colors. What are they again? So if we do again like kind of yellow, which one is this in? It's just in the standard raylib. This was like line 172. I guess we can try dark gray. Yeah, we can do dark gray for the background. For the button background color, we could make that maybe like a light gray. So we can use a dark gray and a light gray. Okay, and actually, if we should, I think we should start giving all of these different colors more descriptive. Just that kind of, let's just make some constants called what these things are, like background color, button border, these kind of things. Button interior color, just so it's easier. So yeah, so currently we're not doing that. We're just saying we're defining button colors in the middle of everything. Okay. You can say like UI colors. So let's say constant background color is going to be dark gray. Then let's say that the button border color can be black, and then button fill color light gray. Oh, come on. And then let's just arrange these. So we want to have a dark gray, and then we want the light gray. Was it reg xp? Was it is a line reg xp equals, okay, and then okay, what other ones do we, okay, and then let's just have a text color as well. We can keep that yellow for the moment, and then what else do we want? I think we want like a button hover color. So button hover color, and yeah, what should we make this? What are the default options we have again? Again, like later on, when we actually choose custom colors, we'll replace all of these, but this is just like a temporary thing to do for the next 5 hours or so, for the next 5 hours of development. Um, hmm. Any, we could try, yeah, red's way too strong. We actually maybe just try gray, and maybe we'll change the color from yellow to gold. Okay. Okay, we should definitely move this raylib notice up here. Screen defaults. Okay. So now that we have all of these, let's start using them. So when we're drawing stuff, determining the button positions here, doing hovers. It's really getting to the stage where we might want to start breaking this up into like a render function, a processing function, and these kind of things. But for the moment, I think it's okay. Okay, so for the draw button colors, let's change this stuff. So constant button color is all of this stuff. Okay, let's just break this out. So if the button is clicked, we want this to be, okay, we were changing it even. Okay, let's just add that in now while we have it. This kind of feels unnecessary actually. There's no need to change the color if it's actually clicked. We'll do some other effect later, so we'll get rid of that. Yeah, we'll get rid of all of this kind of logic. So let's just say if it's hovered, make this the button hover color. Otherwise, make it the button fill color. And then if we want to draw a border around this, we first of all need to draw a centered rectangle. Okay, with all of these same arguments, except that the button color here is going to be the button border color. And then we want to draw a slightly smaller version of it. Let's add in a constant for that. So you can say border width. Let's make it constant to begin with, maybe 30. So if we're drawing the rectangle horizontally, it's going to have to be 2 times the border width shorter, and then okay, instead of border length, I'll say like border width, like border thickness. And then 2 times. Oh, okay. We're gonna have to be careful here that we don't pass negative numbers into into this. Oh, this is getting annoying. Let's just do it safe. It's better we do it safe than end up with some bug. So we could say, so yeah. So in this first, so actually in this first version, in this version everything's fine, except that we're now doing the border. It's in the next one that we need to compute the actual distances. So we want to say the button fill width is equal to the minimum. Do I need to say at minimum? Yeah, this works for any types. Great. Let's leave this here. At minimum 0 and the button width minus 2 times what it was we set up here, which was the border thickness. Button fill height is likewise. Okay, instead of the minimum, we want the maximum. We're being silly. Button height minus 2 times the border thickness. And then we want to draw a centered rectangle at our given position, but now with our button fill width, and now with the button fill height, and now with the button fill color. Okay. We've done a lot of changes. Let's make sure these are just reflected. And we haven't really done a lot of changes. We're just changing the colors of some stuff. Okay. Use of undeclared identifier button fill width. It's gonna be a while before I start doing what you can do in Odin, which is just basically use auto, but not by saying auto, just using colon equals. Use of undeclared identifier gold. Okay. Constant gold equals raylib dot gold. And we're not using button color yet, so I guess we better do that before going any further. So maybe like button interior color, and then down here we want to do button interior color. Why is this ignored? What's happening? This error can be. Wait, I don't understand this error. What's happening? Value of type this ignored. Like what? All non-void values must be used. Okay, let's just do this in an easier way. the button interior color is going to equal the button fill color. And then if it's true that it actually hovering is happening, this interior color is going to equal to the hover color instead. Oh, but then hang on, it can't be. It's not going to be a constant. So really, it should really be a variable. Okay, this is okay. I think this is kind of what we wanted. It's just here that the border thickness is really large and the background is still being drawn as black instead of as gray. So let's change that instead of dark gray. And why are we clearing the background at the end of the drawing instead of initially? Let's change that. Okay, and then instead of the let's make the border thickness really tiny, like 5 pixels. Okay. Do that. Okay, way better. This looks so much better than we had it 10 seconds ago. The font size is a bit large, so let's change that. Am I drawing the button text here? So yeah, instead of drawing it at size 100, let's well we can actually scale it to the button height. So so let's see. If I go to like the button height, we want to do everything relative to each other, right? So we say, why don't we make the text like a third, or like we'll do it half as high as the button height. But now there's like weird pixeling going on, which I thought we avoided last time. We might just need to like specify this height to be an integer multiple of what we imported it as. This I wasn't expecting to have headaches over like pixelation in fonts. This is really annoying. We'll just set it to 50 to begin with. See how that goes. And using the yellow here is too light. We should make this darker. The question is what? I guess black is fine instead of yellow. So then maybe then we adjust the background color to be yellow when it's hovered. Hover color. Oh, come on. And then yeah, after this we can we'll wrap it up for the night. Okay, yeah, I think this is I'm happy with where this is why this is now, except again for this pixelation, which is annoying. But yeah, this is, I think this is we can leave this in a good place. Actually, let's finally put a border around the image as well. It looks weird that the text has borders, but this image doesn't. Actually, we'll do that next time. We will do this next time. So yeah, to do get button text centered, not using raylib font, we've done that. So now let's do add border to image. What else? Yeah, I guess we need to then, from now on, like begin on logic for be like sort of correct choices. Yeah, correct. Yeah, option selection. Okay. So yeah, let's is there anything else to do? Okay, it's building, it's working. Okay, we'll need to do this. Load images from a memory via, what's it called again? It's like load image from, I think it's, yeah, literally load image from memory. And I think it is kind of important we get that working somewhat soon. And then let's see. So I think we're already going like all right. Like our file is less than is basically 200 lines, and we've already zig out bin, and we already have this. Like that isn't. I don't think that's too bad for raylib usage. Yeah, the rest we'll think about next time. Okay. Yeah, so we say changed. Yeah, default colors. Added some borders. Okay. So yeah, as I mentioned earlier, all of this code you can just find on my GitHub at github.com/loaded with a 10, since that way it's like every single digit here is like a hex digit. And yeah, we will continue. Annoyingly, it says this project is in 89% C, because I guess 89% of it is raylib. That's okay. Who cares? It's just filler. Thanks to everyone who came by and asked questions. See you later.